Hi, I'm going to talk about procrastination, why it happens, and what is the cure. I'm Akram. I'm an international life change coach and author of the book Train Thinking is Success, and you can find it on Amazon. In my 5 years of career, I have found thousands of my participants, I have found thousands of my clients who had wonderful potential, who had wonderful abilities, who had wonderful resources and backgrounds. However, the only thing that was stopping them was their own mind. Okay, procrastination is not a time management problem. It's not a time management problem. It's a emotional regulation problem, and I'm going to break it down into the easiest thing, as well as I'll make it very simple for you to just overcome it. And believe me, once you understand how it works, you will be able to crack it, you will be able to overcome it in no time. Let's start. Tim Pitchell, a researcher who spent 20 years, a researcher who spent 20 years on his research on procrastination. Why people procrastinate? Whenever you have a project, you have a goal, you have a task on hand, okay, and when you think of it, your mind creates a negative loop, okay, a negative thought against that. It may be overwhelm, it may be fear, it may be anxiety, or it may just be a thought that the product may not be so good if you produce it. All this aligns to procrastination, and you're not alone. I was there, and believe me, I was stopped by it for 8 years from writing my book. But the day I understood it, my research helped me first, and then I'm helping others now. It took me less than 6 months to get that book published. Now, I have the other book, my next book ready. It's already completed. It's in the final stages of, getting finished. However, that took me 2 months. So once you understand how this thing works, that negative emotion tells you to just stop it, move away, or just do anything else but that. So then you start cleaning your room, you start arranging your books, you start all the other things, but not start that work. So there are two parts in our brain that competes for this. So there is one amygdala. Okay, amygdala is the fight and flight center. Okay, so whatever emotion comes, first amygdala is the one which reacts. It is very extreme in reaction, and when it gets triggered, okay, it may be because of fear, it may be because of anxiety, it may be fear of overwhelm, or it may just be something like you don't know much of things, okay, what you're trying to do. However, what it does is it creates a negative effect like anxiety, fear, overwhelm. Amygdala should have only 10% of control on your mind. However, so when it creates that, your mind tries to avoid that bad feeling. Phenomenon is called amygdala hijack. The event of amygdala hijack, it hijacks 90% of your brain. That is the reason you're not able to take action. In order to avoid the bad emotion, it tells you to do other things may don't have any consequence, or which may not have any long term effect. So when you start doing those things, okay, your bad feeling goes away, and that's a reward. And in psychology, whatever gets rewarded gets repeated, and that is the reason there's a loop that gets started. You get that bad feeling, a negative feeling gets generated. To avoid that feeling, you do something else, and you get rewarded by not feeling that bad emotion. However, in the long run, it becomes your habit, and as you keep on doing the same thing, you will find that it is much easier to procrastinate. It is much easier to just let the time go by. However, Tim Pitchell, after spending 20 years of research, he found an astoundingly simple way to overcome it. And if I tell you, you will be just flabbergasted. Okay, it is so simple. The remedy he suggested is just to start the work. And he researched it in such a beautiful way, gave pages to 45 students. Okay, 45 students had a project to be completed. There was a deadline, and he gave 45 students with pages. This was the time when pages were there, but no mobiles were there. So he gave them pages, and he used to message them 8 times in a day, asking them how you're feeling about the project. Have you started it? How is the progress going? So all these questions he used to ask 8 times in a day in that pager, and people have to respond to that question. So there were people who used to say like, I like to start when the pressure is more, and some people used to say like, I can do it in a day. And there would be students who would say like, it's really a simple task, I can do it easily, I have not started yet. However, when they were pushed by the deadline, and when they eventually started, when he interviewed these students, he found that there's no student who said like, I'm glad that I started late, I'm glad that I procrastinated. No one said that. Everyone justified. There were people who procrastinated for the first week, gave things like, I like to be perfect, I like the pressure that is built. All these students who procrastinated never said that they were glad that they started late. However, everyone said like, I wish I would have started earlier, I wish I had more time. So what you have to do is, you have to just start and do that minimal thing in the start. If you have a project, okay, if you have to write an essay, you don't have to write the whole essay at a time. Just start, write the first 3 lines. And if you have to start a book, start. Okay, you don't have to write the whole thing, you just have to click your timer and write for 10 minutes without any hesitation. The remedy to it is to first to interrupt the thinking pattern that leads you to procrastination, and then change it to opposite. Okay, just start. Okay, if you have to start your exercise, just think of putting up your shoes, moving out of your house. So this will build up your muscle. As you do it again and again, the thought that you took the one step, this is a positive emotion. Okay, you did what was required, you fulfilled your mission, and that creates another loop. Okay, this is a positive loop, and you will keep on doing same things, you will keep on taking actions, and this is kind of a muscle, body muscle. Okay, the more you train, the more you exert pressure on it, it will build itself. Okay, and I did it. Now I teach this to my students in my weekend life change webinars, and it's really a wonderful journey. If you have any doubts, any questions, ping me in the comment box. If you want any subjects for me to be covered relating to changing your life and taking your life to the next level, pin me in the comments, and I will make the videos of it and make it very simple and easy. Other part that is involved in the brain is your anterior dorsal anterior cingulate cortex. This counters your amygdala reflexes. So if there is a negative emotion, it ideally shuts it down and then makes you do the thing. It pushes you to take action. So first you understand, you would be able to counter it. You have to first understand what feelings I have and do it accordingly, and just start. That's the only thing you have to do.